What's up, YouTube? I hope you guys are doing well out there on this cold Wednesday. This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Here we have American Airlines back in the news again for what they do best other than even flying planes. You understand? And that's racial profiling. Turns out this time it's a black cop is accused of trafficking his white wife while flying to their honeymoon destination. Okay? If you guys are familiar with the story I did back last year, January 2023, somewhere around there, where they had three black men that was flying American Airlines, where you had a pastor accusing them, three black men, of an offensive body odor. American Airlines listened to that white pastor. It turned out to be it was him stinking. You see what I mean? He smelled his own funk. Lied on the black pastors, the three black men. Long story short, they filed a lawsuit and got paid. And here we go again. You see what I'm saying? Except for this time, it's this mixed race couple right here. Okay. Now to get into the article, this is Anthony Williams and Casaria Shalkoka aboard the flight in question. Okay. A retired police officer headed to Florida from his honeymoon was falsely accused of human trafficking by a traveler who spotted the ex-cop, who is black, with his new wife, who is white, and believed he was witnessing a crime in progress, according to a bombshell federal lawsuit obtained by the Independent. In September 2022, newlyweds Anthony Williams and Casaria Shalkoka were aboard American Airlines Flight 2408 from their hometown of Phoenix, Arizona to Miami, when a fellow passenger became suspicious and reported the mixed-race couple to the cabin crew, the complaint states. The passenger claimed Williams, 63, was transporting Shalkoka, 34, against her will, an obvious example of racial profiling and abject discrimination, it says. Okay. Now, more than likely, whoever did this was a racist sub. Want to just cause trouble for this couple right here. They could have squashed this right, from the jump. When he reported this suspicious couple, this black man of racial profiling, they could have easily just asked questions. If it was that, deep, that's all they had to do. And it would have been squashed. But no, what American Airlines chose to do was back this other subhuman up. And see, now you finna face another lawsuit and pay out some money. Let's continue. He had no reason to believe Shalkoka was in any danger. The complaint goes on, which includes a selfie the happy couple took during the flight of themselves smiling and enjoying themselves. Nevertheless, crew members took the passenger at his word and, without doing any of their own due diligence, told law enforcement that Williams was trafficking his own wife, according to the complaint. Upon landing, our clients were falsely imprisoned by American Airlines employees who escorted them off of the plane and were made to wait, confused and embarrassed, as the other passengers deplaned and walk by them. The complaint goes on. Yeah, y'all get paid. These dumbasses, they must like, giving out money, far as I'm concerned. That's all I can, make any sense of it, because they didn't even have to pay any attention to this. Because look, if this woman was being human trafficked or whatever, all they had to do, I'm sure she would have said, hey, he's trafficking me. You see what I'm talking about? That would have took care of everything right there, if that was, the whole thing. But it wasn't. Like I said, American Airlines must like passing out money. Okay. It goes on to say here, Williams and Shalkoka were then questioned by officers with the Miami-Dade Police Department, leaving the two humiliated. The complaint contends, which says the entire interaction was captured on camera. The experience has since caused the two mental pain and suffering, sleeplessness, paranoia, panic attacks, fear, anxiety, and embarrassment, the complaint states. And may I add for myself, I'm getting in on it, It caused me all of that stuff too, because I'm angry. You know what I mean? Got all the paranoia, panic attacks. You know what I mean? I came across this story just the other day. Haven't slept not one bit. So let me get my little bit into American Airlines. See, this shit is going to be continuous. You see, let's do that. And hey, if some of y'all feeling some of these same symptoms, hey, go on, turn in y'all claim too. Just do it like that. Since they like to pass out money behind, racially profiling folks. Now to continue. In a phone interview on Tuesday, Williams told The Independent that he contacted American the next day and was told to file a complaint online, but has never heard back since. He said the episode continues to affect both him and Shakoka, who recently had a panic attack while the two were flying to Dubai. There was nothing in our interactions the entire flight that would be indicative of somebody who was being held against their will, Williams said. We were just two people having a good day. Well, good time. Sorry about that. Attorney Jasmine Rand, a noted civil rights crusader who has represented the families of Trayvon Martin, an unarmed black teen who was shot dead in 2012 by an overeager neighborhood watch captain, George Floyd, an unarmed black man strangled to death in 2020 by Minneapolis police, filed the suit on behalf of the Williams and Shakoka. Well, on behalf of Williams and Shakoka, then. My client is a retired police officer, Rand told The Independent. He spent his life fighting crime, and now to be accused of a crime so heinous as trafficking his own wife is unfathomable. He is committed to fighting for justice for himself and for others that have suffered racial discrimination at the hands of American Airlines. You see that? American Airlines. You see what I'm saying? They need to go ahead and, pretty much ground their planes, take them out of even flying, period. To continue, an American Airlines spokesperson said in an email, American strives to provide a positive experience to everyone who travels with us. We are reviewing the allegations of the complaint. Yeah. The complaint has a pattern and practice of profiling racial minorities according to the complaint. It goes on to lay out details of 3 specific instances in which American allegedly mistreated black passengers in recent years. In September 2023, professional guitarist David Ryan Harris, who has played with John Mayer, Dave Matthews, and Mariah Carey, was accused of trafficking his own children on a flight from Atlanta to Los Angeles, according to the complaint. Upon deplaning, Harris and his sons, Truman and Hendricks, were intercepted at the top of the jetway by an American airline employee and 4 police officers who had been notified by a flight attendant that called ahead with some sort of concern that his biracial children were not his children because they were unresponsive during an interaction with her, the complaint states. I told you these idiots like passing out money. Maybe we should just go ahead and go fly American Airlines. I'm just waiting for you to say something stupid, something racist with me. Get in on the action. It's kind of like better to go into a casino. Let me quit, I digress. To continue, American later expressed regret for what had happened, saying in a statement, our flight attendant in question wanted to make sure that you were aware that they sincerely offer a heartfelt apology to you and your family for their actions and the results that their actions generated. In January 2024, 3 black men who did not know one another and were not seated together were kicked off American Airlines American Flight 832 from Phoenix to New York City after a white flight attendant complained about offensive body odor. According to a lawsuit the trio subsequently filed. 5 other black passengers were also removed from the aircraft, the men's complaint alleged. The case was later settled in a confidential agreement, American told the Independent. They told the Independent at the time that it was committed to providing a welcoming and inclusive environment to all customers. Ain't this some bullshit? Man, please. This place is a joke. Okay, I'm telling you. These airlines are a joke. American Airlines is a joke, really. Racist joke, okay? In conclusion here, it says the following month, Pamela Hillville, a retired black circuit court judge, was seated in first class aboard an American flight from Chicago to Phoenix, but prohibited by a flight attendant from using the first class lavatory. Instead, the 70-year-old Hillville was instructed to use the restroom at the back of the aircraft. Williams and Shakoka's complaint states, man, listen at this. 1950-60. Listen at this civil rights fighting. You see, listen what they still doing. They ain't know who they was messing with though. To continue, shortly before landing, Hillville used the first class restroom anyway, after which the same flight attendant threatened her with arrest after landing. Hillville was escorted off the plane and met by police, who declined to arrest her according to the complaint. In a statement, American responded with their bullshit again. We strive to ensure that every customer has a positive travel experience and will take all claims of discrimination very seriously. Yeah, and we take all claims of discrimination very seriously. Sure you do. Sure. Y'all joke. American Airlines and its employees had a duty to protect Williams and Shakoka from false accusations of criminal misconduct and or of misconduct that could lead passengers to being removed from the aircraft, threatened with arrest, subject to racial profiling, harassment, discrimination, false imprisonment, and intentional infliction of emotional distress as dictated by federal law, their complaint argues. Okay? Again, that's all real. Rand said on Tuesday that American Airlines had no excuse for falsely accusing my client of human trafficking of his own wife. And it is yet another case of clear racial discrimination. Acts of racial discrimination are widespread throughout American Airlines, indicating a clear failure to train its employees and to hold them accountable when they engage in discriminatory misconduct, she told the Independent. The couple is demanding compensatory and punitive damages, okay, to be determined in court, plus attorney fees. American has 21 days from January 9th, the date Williams and Shakoka lawsuit was filed to respond to the allegations. Okay, so y'all gonna have to go ahead and hurry up. Let me see, what's this? January 21 days, so it's January 9th. Yeah, y'all ain't got long. Better be responding quick too. Let me go ahead and get my little bit in there, because I'm telling you, I'm having this panic. I'm so mad I don't know what to do. Just reading this story. Like I said, I lost a few days of sleep since I, came across the story. And that's for real. So what say you people? Tell me in the comment section what y'all think about this situation right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it, as if you can comment. But make sure you like and share this story and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.